What's up, guys? Thank you for joining today. Decided to do something a little different. Essentially what I wanted to do was play a little bit more of the older Pokemon Stadium and see how far I can get. I don't know if I can reach Mewtwo today because I have a lot of progress to make, but without further ado, we'll get started. Hope everyone can hear me, and I hope everyone's being safe with the global pandemic that's happening. So we'll get started.
It's underway. Pokémon Tournament Pika Cup. This is a tournament for passionate, young, up, and coming Pokémon. Dragon Ray. A savage hit.
I can tell you that having Dragon Rage in this particular contest at level 15 is gonna be your best friend. It's one of the best things you can do because it does 40 damage, and majority of the Pokemon can be taken out in 2 shots, sometimes less than that.
Fight between 2 different types of Pokémon. Harsh blow. What's next? A decent hit. This matchup has become one-sided. Body slam. That's a good hit. Oh, it's down. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon. Oh, it's venomous. The remaining Pokemon count is 3-1. The battle has become one-sided. Fire blast. Super effective. Down. That didn't take much. And there goes the battle.
First round was a success. 7 more to go. What's up, Sean? Yeah, I think the graphics are pretty decent for, you know, what it's worth. I mean, it's emulated, and back in the day, it's a 20-year-old game, but it still looked pretty good.
What kind of battle can we expect to see? Begin round 2. Fire blast. Missed the target.
That was unlucky.
What will the trainer do now? A decent hit. Fireworks are flying in this battle. How's that? Round 0. Wow! Taken down with 1 hit.
Doing pretty good, Sean. You know, it's Friday.
What will the next
How about yourself? Hope you're doing good.
Oh, it's skilled. This is a fight between 2 different types of Pokemon. Dragon Ray. A savage hit. Gone. It's a one-hit wonder. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon. Oh, it's Pidgeotto. The remaining Pokemon count is 3-1. The battle has become one-sided. Ah! Nailed the weak spot. Down! That didn't take much. And there goes the battle.
I've been playing Pokemon, Sean, as long as this game's been out. I got Pokemon Yellow back in the late 90s, and I got Red and Blue a couple of years after, and I pretty much went with Gold and Silver and Crystal, and kind of accumulated on them when I was younger. Always been a fan of those. I kind of fallen out of the loop with the newer ones. I don't even know what's the new latest and greatest now. The last one I played that was relatively modern was Pokemon Black and White, but I know there's been quite a bit of newer ones after that. But I prefer the older ones. They seem to appeal to me a lot more than the newer ones.
Fireworks are flying in this battle. Ride that serve. Yeah, it's a hit. And it's down. What will the next Pokemon be? Oh, it's Hollywood. How will the type difference affect that? Right, Thunderbolt. No, this Pokemon looks wrong. Down. That didn't take much. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon. Oh, it's Magikarp.
Welcome, Ice Cream. Thanks for joining us. Awesome, Sean. Hey, well, it's pretty fun because you can always finish those games a lot differently. You don't have to use the same Pokemon. You can use different ones. So I mean, it's pretty exciting. Gonna move my window up a little bit. Think that'll be a little better. Didn't realize that subscribe button was in the way.
The crowd's excitement is building. This is round 4. Ride that serve. Whoa, looks like a bad Pokemon choice. What will the trainer do now? Watch the wheel.
Now that one's unlucky because not only am I paralyzed, Ninetales will go first, and Ninetales can be a handful.
What's next? A decent hit. Right, Thunderbolt. That's a good hit. Oh, it's down.
That's what I'm saying, Ice Cream. Pretty interesting. I guess when they made this game, they couldn't come up with decent names, and they may have done a drawing or something. Who knows? But I mean, the names were entertaining. Maybe he's part of Team Rocket. Who knows?
What'll it do? There, it's a hit. Ah! Danger damage! What a furious battle!
I'm actually going to switch because I want to keep the ability to get another continue just in case if I have some troubles later on. So I'm actually going to switch out.
What now? Good hit. How will this swap affect the outcome? Dragon Rage. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokémon. Oh, it's Vulpix! The remaining Pokémon count is 3-1. The battle has become one-sided. How's that? A savage hit! Why? Take it down with one hit!
Just like that, it's over.
And there goes the battle!
Mr. Fix-It.
We're in the last half of the tournament. Things will get quite hot. Begin round 5. Here's the first move. Major damage. Vigorous attack. A decent hit. Fireworks are flying in this battle. Nightshade. There, it's a hit. Oh, it's down. What will the next Pokémon be? Oh, it's Magnemite. This is a fight between two different types of Pokémon. There it goes! A savage hit! It used Thunder Wave! Oops, it's paralyzed!
Oh, now that's unlucky.
Neither one is conceding an inch. What's that? Good hit. Savage attack. Harsh blow. And it's down. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokémon. Oh, it's Mankey.
Now this should be easy.
The remaining Pokémon.
Depends on what attack, but I know Mankey is a fighting type, so it's gonna have normal and fighting moves, which shouldn't hurt Ghastly. But with Metronome, there's no telling what attacks he can do. But either way, it's over now, so let's go to the next one. Just like that. This ought to be pretty easy.
The field is thinning out. We're into round 6. Right, Thunderbolt.
It's over.
That was quick. Down already. We might be in for a one-sided affair. Oh, it's Wigglytuff. How will the type difference affect that? Vigorous attack. Severe hit.
Uh-oh, this might hurt me.
What will it do? Harsh blow.
Appreciate that, Sean. Take it easy.
What a furious battle.
Thanks for joining. Much appreciated. That's right, Ice Cream. In basically the first two Pokemon Stadium games, basically CPU, the AI, or the trainers pretty much named their Pokemon. And compared to the newer ones, these older Pokemon games actually changed the color of the Pokemon depending on the name, which I thought was interesting. Now with the whole concept of shiny types, this pretty much is irrelevant these days, to this game at least. But it is awesome about the name change of the Pokemon. Two more to go. This is going to be a little bit more challenging, I'm sure. Let's see. Take it easy, Sean.
This is it, the semifinals. No one wants to lose having come this far. Right, that's sir.
I know he's going to survive.
Whoa, looks like a bad Pokemon.
Just like that.
It's burrowed underground. Fireworks are flying in this battle.
Can't afford to lose Raichu right now because he's my best bet against this team. But
Oh, it's
him and Ghastly are both weak against dig attacks, so Starmie will be the best bet here.
what's next? A decent
And even with Starmie, took a great considerable amount of damage here.
change the flow of battle. How's that? Super effective. And it's down. What will the next Pokemon be? Oh, it's Mr. Mime. The remaining Pokemon count is 3-2. This battle is still up in the air. There it goes. A savage hit. What'll it do? It's not very effective.
Oh, you want to play that, Mr. Mime? Let's go. Let's do Psychic.
What now? The attack wasn't effective. What's this? There, it's a hit. Both combatants are exhausted. What's next? Yeah, it's a hit. Oh, it's down. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon. Oh, it's yeah.
Oh, that's surprising.
The remaining Pokemon count is 3-1.
I'm surprised this trainer did not bring, I want to say, Tentacruel?
Savage attack.
I thought it was Gyarados and Tentacruel that were the level 20s. Surprised they didn't bring one of those.
Down.
But it's over, so I can't complain.
And there goes the battle.
One more to go. Fisher. This one should be interesting.
This is it, the final battle. Who will bask in the glory of the championship?
Here we go. Dragon Rage versus Dragon Rage.
Vigorous attack. heavy hit started the fight.
Power versus power, can you say?
Dragon Ring. There, it's a hit. And it's down. What will the next Pokemon be? Oh, it's Clefable. It has to make up for lost ground. How will the type difference affect battle? There it goes.
I know Clefable was gonna take me out, but one more Dragon Rage. At least get his energy down. There we go. It's over. But I will come back. I will come back.
Which Pokemon is coming out? Oh, it's Aerodactyl. This is a fight between two different types of Pokemon. What's next?
Wow.
Decent hit.
I was expecting Wing Attack to do a little bit more damage than that.
What'll it do? Whoa, looks like a bad Pokemon
Oh, that
shot.
almost backfired.
Fireworks are flying in this battle. Wing attack! That's a good hit. Wow! Going down! There's only one Pokemon left in reserve. Oh, it's Slowbro! The remaining Pokemon stock is 2-1.
Let's go with Dragon Rage.
Tense battle continues. There's the attack. Harsh blow. A psychic blast. Goodness. Oh, it's down. We're down to one Pokemon aside.
Down to one Pokemon. And lucky for me,
Oh, it's Ghastly.
this Ghastly is level 19 and Nightshade will do 19 damage because it's the level set that determines the damage. And he has 19 HP left. Right on the money.
There, it's a hit. And it's down. Congratulations! The champion has been decided!
That went pretty well. On to the next one. Gonna be the Poke Cup. Gonna do those top two, and we'll see what we can do for the last 4 Prime Cup balls. Christian, thanks for joining. Hope you're doing well.
We're ready to roll! Pokemon Tournament Poke Cup Ultra Ball. The excitement continues to build here at Pokemon Stadium. Let the battle commence! A psychic blast! Whoa! Looks like a bad Pokemon choice.
It's gone.
Was quick.
Down.
Already.
Next.
This is a wild one from the word go. Oh, it's Venomous. This is a fight between two different types of Pokemon. Ah! Special attack is
I'm surprised it survived.
It's Sleep Power. Oh no, it fell asleep. Falling asleep is going to make this a one-sided fight. Pokemon returns to its Pokeball. Oh, it's Alakazam! What'll it do? There's a little damage. Will this Pokemon swap change the flow of battle? First off, Psyche. Super effective. Oh, it's down. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon. Oh, it's Machop. The remaining Pokemon count is 3-1. The battle has become one-sided. How's that? Wow, that's an effective hit. Wow, taken down with one hit.
And it's over.
And there goes the battle. What kind of battle can we expect to see?
See what happens next.
Flash up confused ray. It's confused.
Stun Spore. This could end badly.
Oops, it's paralyzed.
Gengar's great against grass attacks, so we'll see what happens here. But, you know, it sucks being paralyzed.
Whoa, it attacked itself.
As you can see, this is what I'm talking about.
Fireworks are flying in this
And the
battle.
next two Pokemon, a ground type and a water type,
Shook off its
you know, you don't want to bring neither one of those out for Tangela. Even though Nidoking is part poison,
dude.
it's not, well, it'll be vulnerable, it won't be super effective against it, but still.
The crowd's excitement is building over this.
Let's see what Gengar does here.
It's concentrating on its status.
This is the pain in the backside I was referring to.
Neither one is conceding an inch. It still won't attack. It can't make a move.
It's gonna do some big grass attack and take me out. Maybe. Here we go.
What's that? It didn't do much.
Not bad. Still not too much damage.
What's this? There, it's a hit.
Pointless of doing psychic attack because he's raised his growth, raised his special rating so high that psychic will be pretty much useless now.
What now? Nail the weak spot. It's paralyzed on the spot.
Can't get over this paralysis.
Battle rages on. What'll it do? It's not very effective. What's next? Goodness! Sparks are flying in this heated match. What's this? The attack wasn't effective. Nightshade.
Finally.
Boom! It's finally taken down.
So my plan or strategy here is, depending on the Pokemon that comes out next, I may do a self-destruct.
Oh, it's Electabuzz.
Electabuzz has a high special stat.
For lost ground.
Low defense but high special stat. So if I'm lucky surviving this Thunder Punch, I'm gonna do an explosion.
Oh, Thunder Punch. A decent hit. A massive explosion. Power
It's over. He's gone.
goes down. Wow, they're down. They're both down. Pokemon is coming out.
About to bring out the king. Bringing out the king.
Oh, it's Lido King. Oh, it's Victory Bell.
2 poison types.
The remaining Pokemon stock is 2 to 1. The combatants are making sparks fly. Vigorous attack. Hit no weak spot. Wow! Taken down with one hit. And there goes the battle.
And just like that, it's over. Gotta think through this one.
The upcoming battles look promising. We're into round 3.
Primate is pretty quick, so surprised I went first here.
Vigorous attack. A savage hit.
Oh no.
Awesome counter. Oh, the attack.
That's odd that it missed, because
Fireworks are flying in this battle.
in Stadium 2, any physical attack would be countered. But I believe in Stadium 1 is just certain types of attacks like fighting or normal attacks. The other physical attacks, I'm not sure why they're not countered in this game for some reason. I have no idea why they have it that way, but for me, I'm fine. That was great, because had it hit, I've been gone.
How will the type difference affect battle?
Now I'm in some trouble.
There it goes. Severe hit.
Here we go.
Hypnosis. Oh no, it fell asleep. Falling asleep is going to make this a one-sided.
Guessing Dream Eater is coming next. I am not going to allow that.
Trainers changing Pokemon. Oh, it's Dragonite.
Exactly. I knew it was coming.
Oop, that's a miss. Will this Pokemon swap change the flow of battle?
Get him, Dragonite.
Body slam. Harsh blow.
And it's over.
It's down. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon. Oh, it's Chansey. The remaining Pokemon.
I really want to see this Dragonite's power. So I'm going to do a Hyper Beam and see how much damage I can deal on this 332 HP Chansey. It's over. It's over. I want to say that this Dragonite's attack power is about 170 maybe, so it's really high. So I'm not surprised it took that Chansey out.
The crowd's excitement is building. This is round 4.
Was not anticipating Blastoise. This would be a perfect time for a Thunderbolt or some sort of electrical attack.
It made itself more evasive. Are they testing each other's strength? What's next?
Alright, here we go with this bull.
It still won't attack. Fireworks are flying in this battle. What'll it do? Special stat is down.
Finally.
It attacked itself. Neither one is conceding an inch. What now? The bear hit.
Oh, you are lucky.
Off its confusion.
You are lucky.
What a furious battle. Nightshade. Oops, that's a miss.
Here we go.
It's burrowed underground. The intense battle continues.
I got the solution for that.
The Pokémon returns to its Pokéball. Oh, it's Dragonite. What's this? Oh, the attack missed. How will this swap affect the outcome? Body slam.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a hit.
There we go.
Oh, it's down. What will the next Pokemon be? Oh, it's Dugong. How will the type difference affect that? What's that? A savage hit. It made itself more
Oh, not him too.
a heated battle.
These double team attacks are a pain in the backside.
What'll it do? A decent hit.
This could end bad.
That's the weak spot.
Wow.
Fireworks
That
are
close.
flying in this battle.
That was close.
How's that? There, it's a hit. And it's down. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon. Oh, it's Kabuto. The remaining Pokemon count is 3-1. The battle has become one-sided.
He's a rock type, so there's not much I can really do here.
What now? Nature Death! It made itself more evasive.
I don't understand. He could have just took me out, but he's still doing double team.
Hot battle. Vigorous attack. The bear hit.
It's over.
What a splash! Yeah, it's a hit. It's finally taken down.
Yeah, finally taken down.
What will the next Pokemon be? Oh, it's Star! The remaining Pokemon stock is 2-1. The combatants are making sparks fly. A psychic flash! That's a good hit! Oh, it's down! And there goes the battle!
Yep, that's that. Another one down. Four down, four to go.
We're in the last half of the tournament. Things will get quite hot. Begin round 5.
This ought to be interesting.
Vigorous attack. Whoa! Looks like a bad Pokemon choice. Oh, a
And that's it.
Down.
One down.
What will the next Pokemon be? Oh, it's Gengar.
Oh, let's see here. Let's see which one's better.
3-2.
Which Gengar is gonna be better?
Still up.
I want to say mine's gonna be better.
There it goes. Oh, this Pokemon looks wrong.
Just like that.
Wow, take it down with one hit. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon. Oh, it's Golbat. The remaining Pokemon count is 3-1. The battle has become one-sided. Savage attack. Super effective.
And it was a savage attack. But he survived.
Flash up Confuse Ray. And Confuse.
Flash a Confuse Ray, and there we go. Let's see if I can break it. Or if I attack myself. There we go. It's over.
There, it's a hit. And it's down. And
Just like that.
goes the battle.
Another one down.
The field is thinning out. We're into round 6.
Here we go. Charizard. Thought it'd be a good matchup. Oh, he's faster.
Here's the first move. Hit the weak. Vigorous attack.
That's what I wanted. I wanted him to be paralyzed.
Fireworks.
Now let's surf him. Surf him. And just like that, he's gonna return.
Pokemon.
What a coward.
Oh, it's Venusaur. What's next? It didn't do much damage. How will Wish Swap affect the outcome? There it goes. Severe hit. What'll it do?
Critical hit. Oh, it missed. It missed. Yes.
Furious battle.
Yes. Earthquake.
Earthquake. Harsh blow. Oh, it's down. What will the next Pokemon be? Oh, it's Kingler. How will the type difference affect battle?
Let's see. Thunderbolt would be enough.
Right, Thunderbolt. No, this Pokemon looks wrong.
It is not. Uh-oh.
Grab him.
Oh my god. It's over. It is over.
Which Pokemon is coming out?
That crab hammer is vicious.
Oh, it's Dragonite. The Pokemon are entirely different types. What's this? Yeah, it's a hit. Wow! Going down. There's only one Pokemon left in reserve. There's nothing left in reserve. The remaining Pokemon stock is 2-1.
Hyper
The
Beam.
next battle continues. Hyper Beam. The savage hit. Oh, is it down and out? And there goes the battle.
Now this is going to be a little bit more challenging because this character has psychic Pokemon and a level 54 Scyther. So I definitely want to be careful going into this. And before anyone says Gengar's weak against psychic Pokemon, I am aware of that. But Gengar has really high special stats in Gen 1. They axed him in Gen 2 with his special defense, but in Gen 1 he has pretty solid special stats. It would be pointless of using Psychic to lower his special stat. Just get it out the way and use Nightshade. It might be over. Oh, his special fell. But as you can see, he survived. However, I'm going to take a chance and see if Nightshade will work and he's still confused. Then I can self-destruct on the next Pokemon. Or, I'm just going to get taken out. And it looks like I'm going to get taken out.
What will the next Pokemon be?
Starmie is going to be my last resort, my last hope, so Dragonite it is.
It has to make up for lost ground. How will the type difference affect that? Body slam! That's a good hit! Oh! Is it down and out? Which Pokemon is coming out? Oh, it's Aerodactyl!
Interesting.
We're evenly matched at 2 Pokemon aside. Neither Pokemon is backing.
Only issue I have is Aerodactyl can use rock attacks. So, we'll see. I'm not too concerned about its physical flying attack because Dragonite has pretty solid defense. But, luckily, it's not using a rock attack against Dragonite.
What's this?
But that critical hit did do some damage.
How's that?
But it's over. It's over.
Take it down with 1 hit. There's only 1 Pokemon left in reserve. Oh, it's Scyther. The remaining Pokemon stock is 2 to
Scyther defense is not that great. So Body Slam should do some significant amount of damage against it. We'll see.
damage the opponent. What'll it do? Severe hit. Fireworks are flying in this battle.
Dwayne, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well, brother.
A decent hit. What now? A savage hit. Neither one is conceding an inch. What's this? There, it's
That
a
was
hit.
close.
There it goes. What's the weak spot? Oh, it's down. And there goes the battle.
That's good, man. That's good. Glad you're doing well, Dwayne. At least it's Friday, you know. If anything else, at least it's finally the weekend, man. Been a long week, I will say that.
This is it, the final battle. Who will bask in the glory of the championship?
Trying to, man. Trying to. We'll see what happens here.
Flash out confused, Ray. It's confused. Whoa! It attacked itself. Fireworks are flying in this battle.
Gonna be Dragon Knight versus Dragon Knight because I'm not wasting my time doing psychic attacks against this thing.
Oh, it's Dragonite.
And I believe I just walked into a trap. Luckily, he's still confused.
Will this Pokemon swap change the flow of battle?
Do not want a Blizzard. Do not want Dragonite taken out by one Blizzard attack.
Another Pokemon change. Oh, it's Dark.
That's what's up, Dwayne. I hear you there, man.
Fusion.
Planning on doing some yard work myself this weekend.
How will the swap Pokemon fight?
Hopefully, you know, cut a little grass here and there, and we'll see what happens.
Pokemon returns
But,
to Pokeball.
yeah, man, a long week.
Oh, it's Golden. What's that? It didn't do much damage. How will this swap affect the outcome? Right, Thunderbolt. Whoa, looks like a bad Pokemon choice. It's burrowed underground. Neither one is conceding an inch.
Switching back to Dragonite because he went on the ground.
Oh, there's going to be a change of Pokemon.
Yeah, man, this game came out, I want to say, in 1996, 1998. First Pokemon Stadium game for the Nintendo 64.
Pokemon
So, yeah, it's about 20, 22 years old, man. But, I mean, it's still one of my favorite games, you know, from back in the day.
Body Slam. Boom. Oh, it's down.
But, yeah, it's aged pretty well, in my opinion.
What will the next Pokemon be?
And I'd rather play this
The Pokemon
older Pokemon game than some of the newer ones that's out now on the Nintendo Switch.
Pokemon count is 3-2. This battle is still up in the air. What's this? A decent hit. It's paralyzed on the spot. Fireworks are flying in this battle. What now? There, it's a hit.
Yeah, man, time is flying, I will say that.
It is Blizzard. Oh, it's frozen solid.
Oh, that did not go well.
Back while you're frozen. It's frozen rock solid. It's paralyzed on the spot. What a furious battle. The trainer's changing Pokemon. It can't make a move. How will the swapped Pokemon fight? Nightshade. Goodness. And it's down. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon. Oh, it's Flareon. The remaining Pokemon count is 3-1. The battle has become one-sided. Yeah, it's a hit. It's more resistant to physical blows. The heated battle rages on. What's that? That's a good hit. Wow!
Oh, wow.
Neither one is conceding an inch. How's that? Boom! Oh, it's down. Congratulations! The champion has been decided.
Yep, and just like that. One more to go.
It's underway. Pokémon Tournament Pokécup Master Ball. Who will be the master trainer to win it all? Earthquake. Whoa! Looks like a bad Pokémon.
And he survived it. Very surprising.
What will the trainer do now? A decent hit. Fireworks are flying in this battle. There it goes. Super effective. And it's down. What will the next Pokemon be?
This version, Dwayne, is actually running on the PC. It's the emulated version. I actually do have the original N64 cartridge. It's somewhere in my attic. But this is the emulated version on the PC because I do a lot of emulation when I do a live stream because I find that easier than trying to hook up a console to a digital TV these days, LED TV, because I don't have a analog TV. So yeah, emulated version is a lot better in terms of, you know, connectivity and ease of use, I guess you can say. The quality is a lot better on the emulated version compared to the console version as well.
What'll it do? Wow, that's an effective hit. Vigorous attack.
But yeah, man, I still got the still got it in my closet, man.
Neither one is conceding an inch.
Yeah, man, as soon as the coronas, man, go away, I might be able to do some fishing videos, man. The issue is, man, my thing is I'm honestly nervous of leaving the house, to be honest with you, just with all this corona mess going on. Even though they haven't banned fishing, I went a couple of weeks ago, just drove down to one of my spots and saw a lot of people walking around with masks on, and I kind of said, nah, it's too close for comfort, so I came back to the house. But yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna post some more fishing videos on Facebook once I can actually get down there, once everything clears up. We'll see. I'm looking forward to the season.
What kind of battle?
Yeah, man, it would be a pain in the backside trying to get that to work. But yeah, man, it seems pretty serious, you know, this whole Corona stuff. So my thing is, if I don't have to be out, I'm staying home. Ain't no way.
Thank you, Thunderwave. Oops, it's paralyzed. What will the trainer do now? Severe hit. Fireworks are flying in this battle. Wow! That hurt. Wow! Taken down with one hit.
Appreciate that, man.
What will
I'm pretty decent. I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I'll say I'm solid, pretty solid. You know, I've been fishing all my life and still learning the ropes,
Alakazam?
especially with the bait casting and stuff.
How will the
But I'm enjoying it, man. I enjoy it. So yeah, it's gonna happen whenever I can get back out there.
What'll it do? Oops, it's paralyzed. What now? Danger damage. Neither one is conceding an inch. What's that? Smack the weak spot. First down, Spivey. There, it's a hit. And it's down. Which Pokemon is coming out? Oh, it's Zapdos. The Pokemon are entirely different types. It flew up into the sky. It's paralyzed on the spot. What a furious battle.
Yeah, man. At this point, pretty much, only thing I would use these days is a bait caster. You know, I love it so much. It just takes some getting used to, but once you get used to it, man, you never go back the other direction. You know, I don't care too much for the closed face or the open face anymore. You know, the bait caster is where it's at for me.
Heated battle rages on. It blew up again. It's paralyzed on the spot. The intense battle continues. Here comes the aerial attack. That's a good hit. Oh, is it down and out? There's only one Pokemon left in reserve. Oh, it's Gengar. It's one Pokemon against two now. The tense battle continues. Flash up Confuse Ray. It's confused. Whoa! It attacked itself. Fireworks are flying in this battle. What now? Special Stat is down. What's next?
I was hoping not to get paralyzed, but we'll see what happens here.
Sparks are flying in this heated match. Uh-oh, it's confused. Hey, what's it doing? Down it goes. We're down to one Pokemon aside. Oh, it's Tangela. There's just one Pokemon aside now. The battle is coming right down to the wire. What's this? It's confused. Neither one is conceding an inch. Whoa! It attacked itself. What'll it do? Severe hit. The crowd's excitement is building over this hot battle. It shook off its confusion. What now? decent hit. What a furious battle. What's that? It's not very effective. Nightshade. There, it's a hit.
That was a tough one. Thought I wasn't gonna make it, but came out in the end.
Goes the battle.
Next. If you're talking about the Pokemon themselves, man, this is Gen 1, so one of the first series, which is 151 total. The second one adds an extra 100, and it goes up, you know, exponentially. I guess I wouldn't say exponentially, but it adds on. But yeah, the 151 Pokemon, and this one the original. Then Gen 2, Pokemon Stadium 2 that came out in 2000 adds another 100. So yeah, it's a lot, man. It adds up quick.
Here's the first move. Oh, the attack missed. They're both being cautious here. The Pokemon returns to its Pokeball. Oh, it's Gengar. Hypnosis. The move failed to click. Will this Pokemon swap change the flow of battle? Flash up confused ray. It's confused. What's next? Oops, that's a miss. What a furious battle. Vigorous attack.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's to a point where I've not kept up in a couple of years, so I have no idea what the total number is now for 2020. But it's a lot, man. It is a lot.
Sleep is going to make this a one-sided fight.
I mean, I want to say the last 5 years that I was aware of, there was at least 500 or so. So it's no telling now, honestly, where that number's at.
The other trainer. Oh,
Yeah, essentially, man, you know, you just basically battling Pokemon of different types. The goal is to beat the other opponent, and of course the opponent has strengths, weaknesses, and you pretty much have to figure out which is which.
what's this? Severe hit. Wow. Attack power down. Neither one is conceding an inch.
Yeah, man, everybody's a beginner, man, especially at this particular game. But you know, once you learn it, it's not too challenging.
What's that? What's the weak spot? Fireworks are flying in this battle. What'll it do? That's a good hit. Oh, it's down.
And it also helps if you've ever watched the TV series and have a general understanding of this TV series. It helps a lot here as well.
How will the type difference affect battle? Microphone. Whoa, looks like a bad Pokemon choice. Down. That didn't take much. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokemon.
Nothing wrong with that, man. I mean, kids are out of school for God knows how long, so I mean, hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Is 3-1. The battle
I'm honestly, I can't wait for my kids to go back to school. Yeah, man. I pretty much, only had a half day today of work, so didn't have really much anything else to do. Plus, being isolated at the house, I don't want to get out. Like, you know what? Let me go online for a little bit, just play a few games here and there. At least play some Pokemon games, and here I am. Oh yeah, definitely enjoying the working from home, man. Like nothing can beat it. Took some getting used to because I'm the type of person I like going into the office because kids here all the time. They like to come in the room and they want to jump and play around while you're working. But yeah, man, it's been a blessing. I will say that. But yeah, that too. And the kids, every hour they're hungry. They want something to eat. So. They need to go back to school ASAP.
Fireworks are flying in this battle. What's that? Perfect game. What'll it do? It's not very effective. Neither one is conceding an inch. Thunderbolt! Wow! That's a effective hit! And it's down! What will the next Pokémon be? Oh, it's Tentacle! The remaining Pokémon count is 3-2.
So, I can do an electric attack or psychic attack. Now the psychic attack, because Starmie is part psychic, will do 1.5 damage. Even though psychic is weaker than Thunderbolt, because Starmie is not an electric type, it won't do 1.5 damage, so psychic will be best against this particular scenario.
What's this? That was weak. The intense battle continues. What now? Wasn't effective. What's that? It didn't do much damage. What a furious battle. Ice Beam. Yeah, it's a hit. Oh,
Yeah, man. I can only imagine. I'm just doing things, working out the bedroom with a dual monitor setup, but nothing special. Yeah, I can't wait till we can go back into the office. I enjoyed the actual drive into the office.
The battle has become one-sided. There's the attack.
But now, I'm getting up at 5 a.m. and walking over to my desk and logging into the computer.
Earthquake. Lots of heat.
Will take some getting used to once we have to go back, so. But I can't complain, man. I can't complain.
Pokémon is coming out. Here's a Pokémon.
Yeah, man, these types of games can get pretty involved. Definitely. And once you get good at it, it's like second nature. You'll know right up front, what works and what doesn't work. That sounds about right. I would say probably about 10 steps here, if that.
We're in the last half of the tournament.
Just the hardest part is getting out of the bed to walk over.
Here's the first move. Mighty blow to the third zone. Flash up confused ray. It's confused. Fireworks are flying in this battle. A psychic flash. That's a good hit. And it's down. What will the next Pokémon be? Oh, it's Gengar. How will the type difference affect that? It shook off its confusion. Ah! The special stat is down.
It does, man. I completely agree. It gets more harder by the day. It gets challenging.
Is conceding an inch. How's that? Perfect game. Oh, it's down. There's a difference in the number of reserve Pokémon. Oh, it's Cloyster. The remaining Pokémon count is 3-1. The battle has become one-sided. Super effective. Supersonic. It's confused. The intense battle continues. What's next? There, it's a hit. Wow! Going down! And there goes the battle! The field is thinning out. We're into round 6. Here's the first move. A decent hit. What will the trainer do now? Whoa! Looks like a bad Pokémon choice. Fireworks are flying in this battle. What'll it do? A savage hit! What's next? Perfect game!
Wow, that was close.
Neither one is conceding an inch. Body slam! Boom! Oh! It's down! What will the next Pokémon be? Oh, it's Kangaskhan! It has to make up.
Nothing wrong with that, man. I've never been a fan of Monopoly, but I love some Wheel of Fortune, man. I grew up watching that. You know, grew up in Grandma's house watching Pat Sajak and Vanna White. So yeah, man, that's the game.
Which Pokémon is coming out? Oh, it's Gengar! The Pokémon are entirely different types. What's this? Harsh Blow! What now? There, it's a hit.
Yeah, man. I admit, man, I love some Wheel of Fortune, man. That's my stuff right there, man.
What'll it do? That is down.
You know, you grew up on it all the time. You know, it definitely can relate to it. You know, if you grew up on it.
Decent hit. There's only one Pokémon left in reserve. Oh, it's Rapidash! The remaining Pokémon stock is 2-1. The 10th battle continues. What's this? That's a good hit. What now? It's a light hit. Fireworks are flying in this battle.
Yeah, man, the that version of Wheel of Fortune, there's two versions that I play. One is the one on the Nintendo Wii. I actually play that on the laptop because I can emulate the Wii. The hardware specs on this laptop's pretty good, so I have no problem emulating that at full speed on this laptop. And the, I guess you could call it the higher quality graphic version, that's the one on the Xbox One, which is, of course, I have to use the Xbox, but I can use a capture card to capture the stream of that and overlay it into OBS, which is the application I'm using to stream to YouTube. But yeah, man, it's both versions. I play the Xbox version and the Wii version, which the Wii is on the PC, the emulated version. But yeah, man, I love some Wheel of Fortune, man. I'll tell anybody in a heartbeat.
This is it, the semi-finals! No one wants to lose having come this far. Here's the first move.
Yeah, that horse, it's called Rapidash. That's a Pokemon too. Yeah. Yeah, man, there's an emulator out there that's been worked on for a couple of years called Dolphin. Dolphin emulator, look that up. That is the emulator that can basically emulate the actual Wii console. There are a couple of games that still have issues running on it, but majority of the games now run pretty flawless on that on the emulator. And of course, the better your PC specs are, the better it's gonna run. Right now, my laptop has an i5 8300 processor, so it's basically a quad-core processor, and it has a turbo clock speed of about 4.1 gigahertz. The graphics card is a 1050 Ti, GTX 1050 Ti, and pretty much it runs well. It runs well. But yeah, man, hit me up anytime you want me to show you, how to get all that set up. And it's great to do, once you get everything set up. It's not 100% perfect. It still has its flaws because anything emulated, it's not going to be 100% of the original, but it's pretty dang close.
There it goes. Powerful strike. Down. That didn't take much. And there goes the battle.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty solid for what it is. I mean, for a laptop, the specs are pretty good. But yeah, the desktop, I have a desktop also. I have an old desktop that I still utilize. I upgraded recently, but I still have my old desktop. It's a AMD Phenom 2 quad-core processor. I had that overclocked to about 4.2 gigahertz, and that was pretty stable. But, the CPU is from 2010, so it's a 10-year-old CPU, and it barely runs anything in 720p these days. So I went ahead and upgraded to a Ryzen 7 2700X CPU with 1660 Ti graphics card, and I put 24 gigs of RAM in it. So far it's running pretty well. But you know, for streaming, I use the laptop because for the most part, I don't care too much to stream from the desktop because I don't have a wireless card in the desktop to stream, and I don't think I'm gonna try to run an 100-foot Ethernet cable from my router to this room. So the laptop does its job for streaming to YouTube and Twitch and whatever other streaming platforms I'm sending it to. But overall, that desktop is a powerhouse. But yeah, man, just let me know.
What'll it do? Good hit.
And you know, once you let me know, I can walk you through the setup and you know what the configuration of it is and what might be the best controller. Because as you can see, I am using an Xbox 360 controller to play this N64 game. So I mean, it's you can pretty much set it up any way you want.
What now? Boom! The heated battle rages on. What's that? That's a good hit. It's paralyzed on the spot. Neither one is conceding an inch. What'll it do? A decent hit. Body slam. Hit the weak spot. Oh, it's down. What will the next Pokémon be? Oh, it's Jolteon. It has to make up for lost ground. How will the type difference affect battle? What's this? There, it's a hit. And it's down. Which Pokémon is coming out? Oh, it's Alakazam. The Pokémon are entirely different types.
What console is that controller on? Is it a PS4 controller or an Xbox controller, or is it some sort of PC controller or Android controller? Because pretty much majority of those controllers can work on the PC if you can find the right drivers for them. I know at least the Xbox controllers, the drivers automatically install.
What's this? A savage hit! Oh! Is it down and out? There's only one Pokémon left in reserve.
And of course, with a lot of the newer controllers, they are Bluetooth. So
Remaining Pokémon
basically, as you see, this is my Xbox 360 controller, which is wired. But my Xbox One, which is wireless, also works, you know, if I set up Bluetooth on this laptop. I primarily, of course, use this for the Xbox console as well as my Nvidia Shield. But I mean, all these controllers have different purposes, and yeah, man, it's you set it up, you'll be good. You'll be good. I got you. Yeah, I've been thinking about getting the drone, man. I've been looking, you know, at some of them online. Just, you know, right now, you know, kind of nervous about ordering anything, especially if it's coming, you know, overseas until this Corona stuff pick up and go away. But yeah, man, I'm thinking about, you know, looking into some. But yeah, I get a lot of my electronics, you know, from the Wish app, and of course, majority of the things on that Wish app comes from overseas. So I definitely want to be careful, you know, just in case. You know, don't want to get the coronas. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. I've been thinking about it. Yep, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Looking at some cheap ones just in case if it flies into a tree or falls off and gets destroyed, I won't lose a lot of money. But definitely everybody who's been watching, I appreciate you guys coming in, having chats, talking. You know, I appreciate you guys taking a look, taking some time out to check out what I've been doing. About to call it quits for now. I will continue this series at another time because the point here is to get to Mewtwo, but I still have a ways to go before that final battle comes up. So if you like what you see and you haven't already, go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe for more content, and make sure to hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I'm online. Without further ado, guys, have a wonderful weekend and thanks again for joining. Alright, man, take it easy, Dwayne. I appreciate you, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna look for a cheap one and see, you know, how it goes. But take it easy, man. I'll talk to you later. Everybody else, take it easy. Thanks for joining.